Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February the 13th, 2025. We're going to be talking about AEW, because they are talking about the Australia show, and they finally got their first match of the evening for the Revolution pay-per-view. That's going to happen in March. So we got some AEW, but we got some updates here. Well, we only got one update. 2K25 will have their full roster revealed next week in this Fan Fest, but people are saying it's supposed to be the 20th to the 28th, I think, something like that. But next week, the 20th is not next week. That's 2 weeks from now. So, are they talking about this coming to a week that's coming up, or next week? Because I'm a little confused. Because they said it's going to be part of this Fan Fest. That they're going to do this roster reveal thing. I got things in my way. Sorry, my arm and the camera way. But yeah, we don't know when this roster reveal. I'm just going to wait until they show us this roster reveal. Because we know some of them because of the trailer. There's like 150 that's already confirmed. But let's see who else is going to be confirmed. Will the guys that got released last week? No, a couple of days ago. The people, it was last week. It was last weekend. So the people that got released last weekend, will they be part of the game? Like Island Dawn, Cedric Alexander. I would love to have those guys in the game. And because I don't want to take out my tag teams. It ruined my tag teams. I like tag team matches. And they kind of ruined that. I'm hoping Jabot Evans in there for one of the predictions. I think some people said Jabot Evans. But there's some people I would love to see from NXT could come on here. We already know Alexis King is already confirmed. Sean Spears, Oba Femi, Roxanne Perez. She's not new. Kalani Jordan, and Ethan Page. Ava, but Ava's going to be a manager, not a wrestler. So let's talk about AEW. AEW, we got Adam Cope, and Jay White attacking Jon Moxley in backstage and kind of locking Mariah Shafir in a closet. And they cut the handcuffs that was around Mariah Shafir's wrist with the briefcase. So technically, they stole the briefcase. And they told Jon Moxley, if you want this briefcase, you come out to the ring at the end of the show. So we will tell you guys more about that when we get there. We didn't get a lot of segments here. We got, I think that the main event, the end of the show was the last segment only. The only segment. We got some interviews talking about Australia, talking about other future stuff. Will Nightingale will going back to New Japan, doing something there. And then she got attacked by Shafir because Jon Moxley accepted it, that he will be coming to the ring. And he said Cope is a dead man now. So, yeah, that's that. So let's get to the matches, because I don't remember any other segments. We got interviews, and that's it. Oh, yeah, but we got Chris Jericho and Bandito showdown. If you guys don't know what a showdown is, that you do a 10-pace walk back-to-back. And then you're supposed to have a weapon, but they didn't have a weapon. They were about to tackle each other, but it was a plan for Brian Keefe and Chris Jericho to attack Bandito to take the bounty off of Bandito, because Mr. Chris Jericho put a bounty onto Bandito. A whole bunch of things happened. El Runners came out to save Bandito. Big Bill came out trying to take the bounty until Powerhouse Hobbs came out and attacked Big Bill to help Bandito. So a lot of things just happened there. So next, the first match of the evening, the showdown was not a match. But the first match of the evening was the open challenge of the best wrestler alive, Max Caster. Well, but an open challenge. He has some paper with the American U.S. government that says he's the best wrestler alive. And he wants to have an open challenge. And it was Adam Page. He accepted the match. But when Adam Page was getting ready for this match, take his jacket off and all that stuff, Max Caster ran away, hopped the barricade, and sat in the front row with the audience and tried to act like he was a fan. Hangman found him, and then Max Caster tried to run away more, and he got in the ring. And then we finally have this match between Max Caster and Mr. Hangman. The best wrestler did not win. He didn't last a couple of minutes. He lasts a couple of minutes. So Hangman Adam Page gets the win. MJF had a interview, and then he got Hangman Adam Page told him to move, but MJF didn't want to move, and he had some things to say. So we have a face-to-face between Hangman Adam Page. So we will see what else happens there. Next match of the evening, we got the Death Riders versus Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong for the Trios Championships. It was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was the Death Riders retaining the title after Wheeler Yuta has to low blow Kyle O'Reilly to win the titles, to retain the titles. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they weren't done there. They were attacking Adam Cole more until Daniel Garcia and 2.0 came out. I thought that was bad creative, and that would never happen, that they won't be called 2.0. Nigel McGuinness is the one that called them 2.0. So, where's the bad creative if you guys going to use it? That doesn't make any dang sense. I remember they said it was a bad creative. Chris Jericho said it. It was because when he made the Chris Jericho team, I forgot what it's called. But remember when he had that the entertainment faction with Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, 2.0, Jake Hager? He said he announced these guys, and he says they're not 2.0 anymore, and now they're 2.0. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make Tony Khan, you need to know what you're doing, man. Next we got Hook, Samoa Joe, and Mr. Shibata versus 3 jobbers. The winner of that match was Hook, Samoa Joe, and Shibata getting the win. They called themselves Ops. I don't know why they called that. I don't know why they called themselves that. And then Samoa Joe issued a challenge to Christian Cage and his team to a match next week on Dynamite, and it's official. It's going to happen next week. And then we got MJF versus Dustin Rhodes. I was kind of falling asleep on this match. But the winner of that match was MJF. He gets the win. And then he wasn't done there. He was attacking Dustin Rhodes more. And then Hangman Adam Page came out. We had to stare down between these two guys. And then a big giant brawl with security guards trying to stop it. They fight in the audience. They fought everywhere they could. But it wouldn't happen. And the security guards got rid of Hangman for a bit. And MJF says he's a coward. He's not going to come back. And all that stuff. Hangman Adam Page did come back. And we had another brawl. We had Megan Bayne versus a jobber. Megan Bayne wins the match. When she was about to leave, Chris Statlander came out to have her match. Chris Statlander versus Ford. Chris won the match. And then Megan Bayne came out as well, and then she attacked Chris Statlander. We have our main event, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley versus the Guns for the tag team titles. I thought it was a pretty decent tag team match. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin retained the tag team titles in a pretty good match. And then we got Cope and Jay White coming to the ring, and everybody wants Cope to open that briefcase. We want to see the world title. He did not open it the normal way. You just open the lid and you open it. He grabbed his little friend Spike, the big giant 2x4 with spikes. And he says if Jon Moxley doesn't give him his title match at Revolution, he's going to try to break this thing open. And then John finally came out. He says he's doing a bad idea. And then he accepted the match. But Colt didn't do his part of the deal. Because he still tried to open it, and that spike thing did not really did any dent onto the briefcase. And then they all got attacked by the Death Riders. And then Jay White was doing all of his Blade Runner, whatever his finisher is called. And then Cope and Jay White was standing tall because Cope did a spear on John Moxley when he was about to hit Jay White with the spike. And then we're at Australia. It will be Jay White and Cope versus Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, and John Moxley. I won't be watching that show because we're going to be watching Vengeance Day. I want to see who these 4 guys are instead of watching another Dynamite on Saturday. I don't know what time this thing is on because it's after an NBA game. I don't know how long that's supposed to be ended for. I don't know that long. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for TNA results. That's all me today. Time is out. Bye.